Hello love, it's your girl Kade here, and today I'm gonna bring you guys along with me on a life motivation video again. Today is called Taking Control of Your Life. Within this video, I split it into 3 different categories. So the people that you surround yourself with, the situations that are presented to you, and the extent that we allow this stressors or obstacle to take control of our life. So if that is something you're interested in, just keep watching, and we're just gonna go ahead and dive right in. All right, so go ahead and grab your coffee, your tea, your whatever, wine, and we're just gonna go ahead and jump into it. So the first one is the people, and with this category, it's talking more of a goal perspective, so not talking about class, wealth, or any of that, okay? So I just wanna get that out there. So I actually heard about this when I went to a graduation ceremony with my parents, and the dad talked about this of how he feel like everybody these 3 type of people in your life to make you able to achieve what you want in life. So the first step is the people who are below you. So what this means is they are content with their life and they're not looking to grow or expand anymore as a person. And these could be people who settle down for a family, or who settle down for like an okay job just to pay the bill, who are living paychecks to paycheck. These kind of people, they don't have any more goals to, conquer. And it's important to have these kind of people around you to humble you that, if that is the life I want, I can stop now. If that is not the life I want, then I need to keep going. So it's important that they're in your life. The second group of people that you need in your life are the people who are the same as you or have the same goal orientation as you. This could be like your significant other or your best friends or friends that, you have around you. So like, for example, Tristan, he's always evolving. He always want to grow, just like me. I have Barrett and who are in grad school right now. It motivates you to keep going on your education and do something about yourself, that you can give back to the community. So I love that about my friends and the people I keep in my circle. And then you need people who are above you. And these are your mentors, your professors, people you work with. Like for me, are my providers, the nurses, other medical assistants that I work with, and just people who have, a higher title than me. And these people are very important because to get to the next level, you need these people to help teach you the shortcuts, what not to do, what to do, how to get to where they're at, So all 3 of these type of people will make you be able to grow into the person that you want to be and get you where you want to be in life. The second category is called the situations. And these are the different opportunities that are presented to you in life. And they have different ways of presenting themselves to you. So for example, you're fresh out of college, back in the days, you could have like the best job ever. But we all know in today's society, that is not how it works. You can have the bachelor degree and whatever, and you still have to start at the bottom. And that is just how it is. Now, I'm not saying don't, neglect your worth, neglect your qualities, your experience. No, I'm just saying you got to start somewhere. So the moral of this whole situation is you have to start somewhere to get somewhere. So you cannot always expect to get the best title, the best job, the best everything to say yes to. You have to be able to settle down for okay and work from there to get to the top. And that's why there's always room to grow. There's always room to evolve, because if you settle down for that okay position or okay job, you're pretty much going to be stuck there. So you always want to be able to have that mindset of, I'm going to grow from this position. This is just a temporary place in my life right now. So always look for ways to evolve. Always look for things to grow on. And it first start with you knowing that, this place is not forever, is just a starting place. And once you can get that through your head, everything works out better, because you will not be satisfied with your position if you confined with yourself that, you know, this is the best I can get. No, you need to know you're worth more than that, but you just got to start somewhere. And then the last category is the extent. So taking control of your life, this is a big part of it, because we often stress about things that we cannot control. And that's probably 90% of the things we stress about are things that we like don't stress, like we can't control. And things that you can control are like your finance, let's see, your health, the people that you allow in and out of your life. These are things that you can control. Things that you cannot control are, let's say, in the future, something may happen that you don't want to happen, or something happened in the past that you don't want to happen again, you know. These are things that you can't possibly control. It is out of your control, girl. And ready to sit there and stress about it, waste energy and time to stress about it, that right there is already taking time away from you and your life that you could be using it to, you know, become a better person yourself. And I'm a big person on overachieving and overthinking stuff. And, you know, it's okay. It's good to be an overachiever, because that just means that you're always wanting to evolve and you just want to perfect everything. But life is not perfect, and that's something that you have to come into terms with yourself, that because life is not perfect, you cannot make everything perfect in your life. That's just impossible. I've not met a person that have made it that, you know, was crystal clear for them. You fall down sometime, but it's about getting back up and not giving up. That is what counts, and it's the journey that gets you there. It's not like getting to the top. So by this, when I say you can control your health, you can go to the gym, you can eat better food, you know, work on your health. That is something that you have the choice every day to work on. So, you know, I don't really understand when people are like, health is not something that, you know, you can help with. Like, okay, certain diseases you are born with, you really can't help that, but I'm talking about like a average person with some kind of cardiovascular disease or obesity. I feel like these are things that you can work on, you know. And then for like thy finance, it's not how much you make, but how much you're spending. So let's say you're not a millionaire. Why would you go get like something that all your paycheck goes towards it? You know, like that is not very strategically, like it's not logic at all to do that with your money. And so with that, you have the control to limit what you're spending your money on, so that you're not living paycheck to paycheck, or, you know, you just need to budget it wisely and not just spend it on whatever you want or your impulse, put it that way. So there are things that you can control in life, and it starts with your mindset and how you see things. So in things that you can't control, you shouldn't stress about it, because it's obviously out of your control. You can't do anything about it. Even if you spend like 10 minutes, an hour, whatever, how many days, weeks stressing about something, is not, the chance of it happening, like the worst case scenario, is probably not gonna happen. And with that, you know, we often live in the future so much that we're forgetting like this present moment is what's gonna make the future, you know. And when I think back, like when I first started college, it was just always, you know, you're on this cycle of you need to graduate, after that get a job, do this, do that, you know. And then once you get out into the real world, that's not how it works. So, you know, instead of thinking about what the future holds for me, it's completely different from what I thought, you know, when I was like a freshman in college. So definitely don't let the future consume your reality at the moment. Another thing I would say is just being content with your life, who you have in your life, the opportunities that are given to you, and making the most out of it. And as easy as it sounds, it's actually hard to be content with your life when there's so much thing to want in life. And with how social media portray this and that, there's so much craving and so much that you want to, you know, have in your life. But ultimately, you know, if you're are given another day to wake up to, and you can breathe fine, and you have the opportunity to, you know, move around, have working arms, working feet, you know, whatever, talk, hear, see. That's all a blessing. And I don't know about you guys, but you know, when something happened, when you're sick, or you have a sty, or something watered into your ear, or you know, you have a cut on your finger, or something like that happen, it literally humbles you to literally be blessed with what it could do before it was injured. Like, for example, like my pinky was cut with a knife, like on the nail tip right there, and I hadn't like been in it for like a whole week, and I just remember I was like, the things my pinky could have done before it was cut. So it's simple things like that that humbles you, and knowing that, you know, there are things that you can take control of your life, like your health, and making sure that you don't do careless mistakes like that, so that, you know, it inhibits your body from doing what it can naturally do. So oftentimes we stress about things that we don't really have control of, and it's learning to let that go and learning to accept that concept that not having control of things is okay, and that doesn't necessarily mean you have to stress about it because you can't control it, because 99.9% of the time you probably can't control it no matter what you do. And so one thing that I've been working on myself is whenever Tristan and I would go on vacation or we go to different places, you know, your natural instinct is just to take out your phone, take photos of it, take videos. That is just who I am, because I'm a firm believer that, you know, if you have the photo there or the video, you can always have a place to look back on in like 10 years, how many years, so that you have that as like a memory that, you know, you've been there. But then what's the point of having that if you never really enjoyed that moment, you know? So yeah, you have a photo, but that's the same as just going on somebody else's page or Google and look at a picture. It's like it's there, but the whole point of why it's such a good memory, or what makes that a good memory, is that you experience it yourself firsthand. So if you're not actually living in the moment, you're pretty much missing the whole aspect of going there in the first place. So that's something that I've been working on. And lastly, it's just being content with your life and just being blessed with what you have in life. And people will come and go in your life, and you know, people are always there for a reason. Either you learn from them, you learn what you don't, like the kind of people you don't want in your life, and then, or the people that you want to hold on into your life. And I hope that everybody meets those three people, you know, the people who are below you, who always want to support you, even though they're content with their life, same as you, and stay best friends through your lifetime, because they are the people that, you know, will probably end up in the same life as you. That means like probably lifestyle, finance, being comfortable in life. They're probably gonna end up the same place as you. And then the people that are above you, such as people who guide you, because you pretty much will be looking up to them as your mentors, and someone you will always be blessed to help show you the route, because without them, you know, you wouldn't learn different shortcuts to get to where they're at. It could have took them, like, let's say 40 years to get there, but with the guidance of them, it took you only like 10 years to get to where they're at. So it's really important that you have these kind of people in your life. And lastly, I just want to say, to take control of your life, you need to make sure you are not so concerned with the opinions of other people. And this is something that I feel like with society and social media, it does not help that, you know, there are constantly people who are nasty on there, or people who are always trying to tear you down. And that's always been a thing. And you just always gotta believe in yourself. No matter what other people's opinion is about you, you gotta make sure that you believe in yourself. And whatever other people say, you know, that speaks about them. It doesn't speak about you. And You just gotta make sure that you have the control of who you let in your life and who you need to let go. So if somebody is toxic for you, you need to learn to let that go, homegirl, and just become the better version of yourself. Because people who are just nasty like that, they probably have problems within their life that, you know, it's not personal, and you just gotta learn to let it go, let them go, and move on with life. So I honestly say to be content with your life. Again, surround yourself with good people, situations, opportunities. See them as growing opportunities, because you always have to start somewhere to get somewhere. And then lastly, the extent of how we let these stressors get to us, make sure that it is something you can take control of. Because if it's not something you can control of, it's not worth spending time, energy to stress about it. Because let God do his thing. You obviously cannot control everything in life. And if you could, this world would be perfect. If everyone can take control of everything, it would be a whole different world, but we can't. And that is something you have to come into term with. And first is just, all it takes is just being content with your life and reminding yourself how blessed you are in life and how much better it could be if you could just stop stressing about the future or the past and actually live in the moment. So I hope that you're able to take some kind of note away from this video. I love doing these kinds of videos just because I have like videos to look back on whenever I'm like down or I need like a motivational video. I have these to come back to and listen to and like, you know, like kind of boost you up a little bit, because it's hard to find people to boost you up nowadays, just because everybody's either in such a competitive, you know, mindset, or there's people tearing you down. And it's just good to have people that, you know, are good mentors for you and let you know that you're doing amazing. And whatever the case is, everybody is at different point of their life. And as long as you're growing and expanding your knowledge and helping out others and giving back, that is all that matters. It does not matter what other people do. It comes from within. And so, you know, if you're a kind person, you're honest and true to yourself, you know, I think you will get it. But other than that, I'll let you guys go. So if you stick through, thank you. Be sure to subscribe down below if you have not yet. And your homegirl will catch you guys later. So I hope you have an amazing day and love you all.